Abby, how are you?
How'd you think?
I can't begin to imagine your pain.
Has Nina remembered anything else?
I'm just on my way to see her now.
She was there. She's the only one who can help me.
Well, I'm sure she will, if she can.
It's killing me not knowing why Seb died.
If there's anything that I can do to help,
I'm coming to ours.
Oh, could you stop going on about Treasure Flaming Island?
It's a classic of English literature. You must have read it.
No, I haven't. All right, now, if you finished your breakfast, let's get gone, because you're going to be late for school, then your mum's going to be on my case.
Treasure Island? Great book, that one. First one I read. Is that for school?
No, it's a practice comprehension for the Oak Hill entrance exam.
Oh. Well, comprehension can be tricky. Got to understand what the question's actually asking you.
How would you know?
Well, he'd know because he's learning to be a teacher himself. Although, if you ask me, he must be some sort of masochist to actually want to spend time with the likes of you.
Trainee teacher, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, would you be able to assist me?
Yes! That's a good idea, actually.
Oh, hang on. I don't know. I've got a lot on today. Paper, homework to mark and stuff.
What, his mum will pay you?
Will she?
Yeah. She owes me 20 quid for looking after you. Then if you come by ours this lunchtime, say, you'll be helping me out because I've got to go look at a new car. Oh, come on. I'll chuck in some hobnobs for you, sweeten the deal.
All right. Fine.
So what's happened? Have you got some news?
Yes, I do. In light of new evidence, the police have charged a number of people.
Who?
Eli Higginson and Jason Dowling have pleaded guilty to GBH for the attack on Nina and are now on remand. Kelly Neelan has also been charged with GBH for the assault on Nina and with the murder of your son. Her bail hearing is today.
And what about Cora?
He's not been charged yet. However, this is an ongoing investigation and we will update you with all developments.
So what happened? Why did they do it?
One of the witnesses has indicated that the attack was triggered by Nina Lucas's appearance.
What, 'cause she's a goth?
Yes.
Was it Corey who said it? Is he the witness?
I can't give you that information at this stage. The evidence suggests there was a group of teenagers making comments. There was an altercation which escalated and resulted in the assault.
So it was nothing to do with Seb?
We don't know that for certain.
Well, can we see these statements?
No, unfortunately not. However, now that charges have been brought, Seb's body can be released for burial.
I want a word with you.
I don't have time for this now. I need to get ready for Kelly's bail hearing later.
You said, yeah? You said you was going to help her, Kelly. And now she's got charged with murder. Some lawyer you are.
Hey, none of this is Imran's fault. There's a lot of evidence against her.
And I will do everything I can to get her out on bail.
Yeah, and when you do, she's going to come and live with me.
You are joking.
No, I'm going to talk to social services today.
How dare you? You're the reason she's in this mess. You abandoned her. You left her to fend for herself.
Look, I know. I know I've made mistakes, and I'm going to put that right now.
Look, I think you should go. We'll talk about this later, after the hearing.
Right, well, fine. But I'm not changing my mind. I want my kid back. And don't let her down again.
I don't care what she says. Kelly is better off with us.
She might not even get out, you know that.
Well, then we're just going to have to help her through that as well.
Abby was inquiring if you had managed to recall any more of what happened.
Sort of.
Well, you must not exert yourself. It's bound to be traumatic.
I had a dream, but I don't know if I was remembering or if...
So what happened?
It was all mixed up. They were shouting and I was scared, and then there was people all around me and I don't know who they were, but Seb was there. I saw his face. Someone pushed him from behind and he fell. And then I woke up.
It is possible that your subconscious is recalling what happened.
And there was one other thing. When I woke up, I heard a voice. It was Cora's. It was him who killed Seb.
Well, you always did suspect that he was involved.
This is different now. I know it.
Hey! How's Summer?
She's fine. Why?
Well, I bumped into her yesterday and she seemed off. Upset.
She's bound to be, isn't she? Seb's just died and she was with him just before it happened.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe she's taking it harder than you think.
Well, I'm sure if anything was the matter, she'd talk to me or Billy.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's hard to open up to your parents, isn't it?
It's true.
Particularly if one of them's not very trustworthy.
Well, that's not nice.
Yeah, well, neither are you. But we are where we are, aren't we?
So, is there anything else you want apart from slagging off me and my parenting skills?
No, just keep an eye on Summer, yeah? Make sure she's all right.
I don't know about this timing, you know, me going away now.
Well, it was your idea.
Yeah, but you got the baby and your mum ain't here and...
Okay, look, me and Grace will be fine, and James is here if we need the help. Plus, Mum will be fuming if you cancel.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. All right, I'll ring you when I get that. Oh, do me a favour. Take the camper van out for a spin. Just keep it ticking over.
Or maybe you take it to the scrapyard. Oh, come on. It's the best place for it.
Oh, it's a piece of junk, Eddie, and you know it.
Why'd you have to be like that, eh?
Come on. This is a joke.
Yeah, but your jokes always seem to be at my expense. Why are you always trying to bring me down?
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any offense.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I gotta get going. You give my grandchild a big kiss for me, yeah?
It will do, Dad.
Your Honour, I'm appearing today to appeal for bail on behalf of the defendant, Kelly Nealon. Miss Nealon is of previously good character, and despite the arguments presented by my learned friend, I do not believe that she represents a flight risk. Kelly has been living as a foster charge with myself and my partner, and we would pay any appropriate surety if she were to remain with us. Your Honour may feel more comfortable granting bail with the condition of a tagged curfew. Now, both of these conditions would significantly lessen the risk of the defendants interfering with witnesses or absconding. I appreciate that the defendant is facing the most serious of charges, but in view of everything that I've said and her age, Kelly's only 15. I urge, Your Honour, not to remand Miss Nealon in custody pending trial.
Thank you, Mr. Habib. Having listened to arguments from those before me, I am refusing the application for bail. Primarily due to the seriousness of the alleged offences and the risk of failing to surrender to the court. Nothing I have heard provides sufficient comfort to mitigate the risk of the grounds put forward by the prosecution. She will be remanded in a secure training facility pending trial. Thank you.
I don't know if I was remembering, but I had a dream last night. A nightmare. I was arguing with someone. Kelly Nealon. I'm sure it was her. She was laughing at me because of how I looked. My clothes. We tried to get away then someone pushed me and I fell and...
Take your time.
There was some others, but I don't know the names. But Corey was there. I heard him.
We are certain that both Kelly and Corey were present.
I knew it.
I can also inform you that 2 other people have pleaded guilty to your assault and are now on remand. Kelly Nealon has been charged with GBH for the attack on you and with Seb's murder.
What about Corey?
We've released him under investigation.
Why?
The CPS assessment, based on the evidence available at present, is that he wasn't involved in the murder.
I'm sure he was, though.
But did you see him attack Seb?
No, I didn't. I don't know. It was all hazy. What about my dream?
I know how much you want answers, but unfortunately that's not evidence. We'll need more if we're to charge Corey. I'm sorry.
You can't let him get away with this.
Our investigations are continuing. But if you do remember anything else, you've got my number.
Thank you. It is good they're making some progress. They've charged 3 people.
But not the one who actually killed Seb. You can't get away with it.
Right. Why's up with you? That right face on you.
I really thought me and Eddie were making progress, but I don't think he'll ever forgive me.
Well, to be fair, he did rock up here and tell him he might have knocked up his missus.
I know. I know. It's all my fault.
Well, I'm sure he'll come round in the end. You have brothers.
Nah. Eddie, he bears a grudge.
Well, maybe give him some space.
Yeah. That's the only thing I think I can do. That's why I've decided I'm just gonna move on.
Oh, oh, well, steady on. I mean, there's no need to be too hasty, is there? You know, I just meant keep your head down for a bit, not clear off completely.
Well, what am I gonna do then?
Well, maybe let him know how sorry you are?
I've told him that already, he knows.
Yeah, but you haven't shown him, have you? You know, what you need is some grand gesture that lets him know that, actually, his brother is a really lovely guy.
Do you know what? I think you might be right.
Yeah, well, I usually am.
And I've got an idea. But I'll need some help.
Oh, I'm all yours.
Okay.
I'll be back as soon as I can. Car's only around the corner on Towel Street, so...
Right, where do you want to start?
Oh, there's been a slight change of plan.
Before you proceed any further, I'd like to double-check your credentials.
What do you mean, my credentials?
I've decided that I need a regular tutor if I am to pass my entrance exam.
Yeah, he's got his little heart set on Oak Hill.
That's good school.
Are you familiar with verbal and non-verbal reasoning?
Yeah. Yeah, seen a few past papers. It's actually quite good fun when you know what you're doing.
Excellent. Then these sample questions should be no problem for you.
What? I'm doing the test.
Yeah? I think about 30 minutes should be enough time.
Is he for real?
Unfortunately, yes. Toodaloo.
Ah. It's nice to see you making use of the art materials.
It helps me think.
I brought your favourite dress and makeup bag.
Thanks, Roy.
And you are certain you feel ready to come home?
Yeah. I need to get out of here. It might help me remember more.
Well, we can only hope those memories will come, even though they may not be entirely welcome.
I know, but my memory's all messed up. I can't tell what's real or what's not. It's like some awful puzzle that I need to solve.
I understand. I'll give you some privacy.
Thanks.
I do understand how difficult this can be. If you prefer to wait, that's fine.
No, I know I have to.
Funerals can be cathartic. Turning point. You focus all that grief, but then it's over and you can start to move forward.
I don't know if I want to without him.
You will. I know it's not the same, but when Jake and Alison died, I felt the same. Hopeless. It does get better, I promise you.
Thanks, Kev.
I was wondering about the details of the service. Maybe something different? I do know how fond he was of Nina, so I thought he might like something with a gothic flavour.
No. No. It was his girlfriend who was a goth, not him. That's not who he was. I don't want any of that rubbish at his funeral.
No, OK, that's fine. I am sorry if I've misunderstood.
Look, can we talk about all this later?
Yeah. Yeah, you call me when you're ready.
Hello. How you doing?
How was the car?
Yeah, good. I bought her, so.
Her? How do you know the car is female?
Because she's called Susie. How are you two getting on?
I don't know, he's still marking me.
Oof. Lots of red on there, pal. Good luck.
Well, you'll be delighted to hear that, despite a few questionable answers, you've got the job.
Well, what if I don't want the job?
Please take the job.
I don't know. I've got a lot on. Bertie, PGCE. And no offence, you're what we call high maintenance.
Thank you.
Wait, it's just a bit of extra cash, isn't it? And Gail will help out with her babysitting.
Yeah, but then I'll have to pay her. I'm only just breaking even at the moment.
So £30 an hour wouldn't change your mind?
It might.
Don't you think you better ask your mum first?
She'll be fine. It's worth the investment if I get into Oak Hill.
I'll do it for 35.
You have a deal.
And you'll have an angry mum. Now get your bags packed, come on, 'cause you're going to be late for your real lessons.
He shouldn't be interfering. He's not part of this anymore.
Paul and Summer were close.
Exactly, were. She's got us now.
Oh, here it is.
I mean, I know that Seb's died, but if she's got a problem, she'll come to us.
I've got a voicemail from someone's school.
We don't need him interfering. We know what's best for her.
Keep it down for a minute.
What? What is it?
Someone didn't turn up at school today.
How did it go? Kelly's not with you.
No, she didn't make bail.
Well, you always thought it was going to be touch and go.
Yeah. I'm gutted for her.
I'm sure you tried your best.
She looked so vulnerable there in the dock.
just a young girl.
Yeah, a young girl who attacked someone and got herself involved in a murder.
She's troubled. Her dad's disappeared. Her mum doesn't care.
Yeah.
So we need to do everything we can to support her. She's going to need us through this.
If that's what you want.
Is that not what you want?
Honestly, I don't think it is. When she gets released, whenever that is, after what happened, she should be somewhere far away from this street. Away from Abby, Nina, Asher, just anyone who knew Seb. And that means away from us.
Seems wrong being back here, knowing that Seb's gone.
Let's get you inside. Carla's waiting to see you.
You go. I'll be in a minute. Oi! I want a word with you. How's Cora getting away with this?
What do you mean?
Kelly's been charged, and the mother lads, but not Cora.
I didn't know.
Have you given him another alibi?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You've done it once. I wouldn't put it past you to do it again.
Okay, that was stupid of me.
It was stupid if you see him in the first place. I don't know what he did to you, how he treated you. The guy, he's a scumbag. It was your fault. If it wasn't for you,
Whoa, don't go blaming all this on her. The police told me what the witness said, and all this started because of you, because of what you look like. Look at you, you're still wearing your stupid clothes and your makeup. It was you who got him killed.
I was attacked too.
Yeah, because you look like a freak.
Okay, that's not fair.
Fair? How is any of this fair? My lad is dead. If you were normal, he wouldn't be lying in a morgue. So it's just as much your fault as anyone else's. I'm only stating the truth. It is your fault. If you're dishing out blame, you need to take your share. It's about time you face facts, Nina. You're nothing special. You ain't wise, you ain't woke, you're a weirdo.
You better go after her and tell that he didn't mean that.
I meant every word. You might be wearing rose-tinted glasses, but it's about time the world sees her for what she is.
But she's done nothing wrong.
Oh, because we're all blameless, aren't we? All living our lives in a bubble. Grow up, Asher. Everything has a consequence. Even dressing up like a Victorian just for kicks.
I forgot this was in the wash basket.
They called back to give us the results of the assessment. They're going to be housing her with other people if she gets out. So I'll take that over to them later.
It's a favourite one. You know, maybe it's for the best. I mean, they say not to get too attached to any one child. Won't be long before we'll have someone else to worry about. Hello? Are we actually going to talk about it?
And say what? I know how you feel about all this, and that's okay. It doesn't matter anyway. We failed her, and now we have to move on.
Did we fail her?
And she's locked up. And even if she wasn't, they've taken her off us.
It's nothing we've done.
And what if it's something we haven't done? Could we have done more?
Imran, she's been charged with murder.
On our watch.
Yeah, which had only just started. It's not our fault.
Would we be saying that if it was our child? Would we even dare to show our faces in the street? We both made a promise that we would care for her. And I want to honour that promise. Question is, do you?
You know, if you scrub that anymore, it's going to take the varnish off.
She has just left a highly sterile environment in hospital. One cannot be too careful.
Hey, we could rustle you up a nice nurse's pinny.
She's not back.
I thought she was with you.
What's the matter?
Abby just had to go at Nina in the street. She ran off and I couldn't find her. I thought she'd be back by now.
What's Abby have a go at her for?
She said it was her fault. That they got attacked because she's a goth.
You know what? I know Abby's hurting, but that's not on.
The phone's off.
I need to find her.
Well, where would she go?
I don't know. We don't really hang out anymore.
She did say something about, yeah.
What? Okay, well.
You didn't need to walk me back to work.
No, we need milk from the shop.
Yeah, right.
Look, all I'm saying is that just because the police have taken all this stuff doesn't mean we have to cut her off as well, does it?
Yeah, I mean you. Where's my daughter banged up? I thought you said you was going to help her.
I did, but the charges are severe. Her chances of making bail were always slim.
Oh, you did all this on purpose. You just didn't want her back on the street, did you, eh? Oh, not like she fits in with your posh lawyer image, you and your stuck-up missus.
I promise you, I did everything I could.
Yeah, right. You men are all the same. Promises, and then when we need you the most, you let us down.
Oh, no, you don't. No. No, if anyone has let Kelly down, it's you. I mean, where have you been for the last 6 months when she needed you? That girl was alone, lost and frightened.
It ain't my fault, love.
Oh, no, it never is with people like you, is it? Do you know, having a kid is one thing, but being a parent is another. If you didn't want to raise her, you shouldn't have had her.
Are you saying I'm a bad mother?
I am saying you are a disgraceful mother.
Oh, so I take it you can't have your own then, So is it you or is it him that's barren?
Toya, don't. She's not worth it.
Oh, and I bet you will never know what it's like to carry your own child. You're just playing at being a mother.
But I do know what it's like to have a child look at me with love and respect, to look to me for guidance. You will never know what that feels like because you're not worthy of it.
We're closed.
Why did you say that to Nina?
Because it's true.
God, she's the victim in this too. Now she's run off.
Yeah, well, at least she'll come back, so won't.
Abby, I know you're hurting. But taking this out and Nina isn't the answer.
Yeah, no, you're right, actually. I shouldn't have had a go at her. It plays right into her hands. All that angst. So she can wear more black, feel more depressed. What I should have done is given her a big hug. Told her we all understand.
That's not fair.
Fair. Oh, it's not fair. Is Seb taking a bullet that had Nina's name on it? We done here.
Well, if you think you can walk past me without me taking a look at baby, then you are very much mistaken. Oh, what's she doing?
Yeah, better than us, that's for sure.
Sleep deprivation kicking in.
I don't know about kicking in, but it's definitely kicking us.
Well, why don't Mummy and Daddy come and have a nice, relaxing drink in the Rovers? Because we haven't wet the baby's head yet. You know, drinks are on me.
Yes, sounds lovely.
No, we better be getting her in. She's due a nap.
Come on. The landlady offering us free drinks and you say no?
Well, I'm only offering because you two are sleep deprived, so it won't take much to get you sozzled.
Yeah, but what about a nap?
Well, Glory can sleep in the back and Daisy can watch her.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Go on, then.
Well, that was quite a scene.
I'm sorry, I just...
No, you don't have to apologise. Just maybe try not to do it again right outside the factory. But, you know, for a minute there, I thought I was going to have to pull you off her.
I don't know where it came from.
I do. It's called maternal instinct.
You want the fairy tale for all of them. You know, kids eventually going home and everything's okay, but it's never that simple.
Well, sadly, life isn't a fairy tale, otherwise I'd have my castle by now.
Such a mess, Sarah. Social services have taken all her stuff, but Imran's still legally representing her. Not to mention the fact that we live a street away from the victim's mother and, well, I'm friends with Nina. Should we still help or should we back off?
I don't think anyone would think badly of you if you did decide to leave it to the authorities.
What if she did it? What if she was the one who killed him?
Would that make you feel better about backing away?
Is Grace okay? She's been in there a long time.
Yeah, she's fine. It's baby bladder. She's probably in the next shopping.
I got baby bladder and all. Once I nearly wet my knickers in the produce section at Freshco. I was fine 1 minute and the next I had to drop my melon and run for it. I've never been so scared in all my life.
Did you make it?
Yeah, well, they don't warn you about the amount of terrible things that happen the moment you become a parent. I mean, I'm lucky I don't have the bladder thing, but I was giving Gloria a bath and I was shaking. It's just a bath.
Don't whatever you do show them that you're scared. Babies can sense fear. Oh, and don't feed them after midnight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's a gremlin.
Gremlins and babies are one and the same, Michael. One and the same. I only have one baby. Fed it after midnight. Next morning I had 4.
I don't know, maybe I should try the cafe again. If it'll stop you wearing a hole in the floor, then yeah, please go. How was school?
I didn't go. Please don't be mad.
We already know. They rang.
And then why did you just... You thought I might lie, didn't you?
We're just worried, that's all.
With Kelly being charged, I couldn't face it. They'd have gone on about it all day and I just needed space.
None of this is your fault. And we're here if you want to talk about anything, anything at all.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go lie down.
All right, well, I'll give you a shout when tea's ready.
Thanks, but I'm not hungry.
At least she didn't lie about school.
She's not exactly an open book, though, is she? What exactly did Paul say?
Sorry, didn't know I was supposed to be taking notes.
Don't be like that. I'm just wondering what else he said.
And I told you everything.
Nina! Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
I've tried everything, but it's not there.
What do you mean?
I thought I could remember more. Something important if I just came back, but I can't.
Don't worry about that now. Let's get home.
I want to tell Seb I'm sorry. It was me they wanted to hurt. It's me that should be dead.
Come on. This isn't going to do you any good.
What's wrong with me? Why does everybody hate me so much?
Nobody hates you.
Yeah, they do. And now Abby does.
Well, I'm sure she didn't mean it. But grief does strange things.
It's like my mind has merged everything into one. All the names I've been called, every attack. And now I can't tell them apart. What if they're right, Roy? And I've been wrong all this time? What if I am a freak?
You are no such thing.
But I am. And if I am, then it's my fault. Abby's right. I killed him. I killed Seth.
none of this is your fault.
But I argued back, provoked it, said something sarky like I usually do. I need to know, did I defend myself or did I run? If I stood my ground, then I'm also responsible.
There's no shame in defending yourself or your beliefs.
It's not a belief. It's who I am. It was my image. Mine. And I was proud of it. Why is that so wrong?
The failing is in them, Nina, not you.
I used to think they were just jealous because I knew who I was and they didn't. That their attack was an ego defense. Seeing me made them feel threatened.
Exactly.
I wasn't trying to rebel against their idea of normal. I wasn't trying to make a statement. It's just... I love clothes. I loved art. And I love being me.
And I am so very proud of the woman you are.
Just... I need to stop pretending that I can be who I want to be. We are the freaks, right? You and me.
I only got a couple of strappy tops and a pair of leggings, all in the sale.
Yeah, that's not too bad any longer, and I would have got Jenny to cut the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well, don't come between me and my internet shopping. Thank you again for this. It was lovely. Oh, and thank Gemma for all the top tips.
Yeah, I would never have thought white noise would help a baby get to sleep.
Oh, well, she's a fountain of knowledge, that one.
Yeah, I know. Thanks for the drinks. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome, love. Now, you take care. Oh, lambs to the slaughter. Give it another couple of weeks and they'll realise that sleep has disappeared for good. You owe me for the booze.
Cash or payment in kind?
I prefer hard cash. It never disappoints. So, did you get what you need?
Certainly did. Have you ever considered a career as a secret agent?
Oh, MI5 are the Rovers. One is a centre of secrecy and skullduggery, and the other is a building in London.
You are funny.
Yeah, well, you pay for the drinks and the jokes are on the house.
Can't wait to see Eddie's face when he sees the camper van all pimped out and he hasn't even had to lift a finger.
Yeah, but it's a bit on the expensive side, isn't it? You sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, of course. You'll love it.
Yeah.
Paul, have you got a minute?
No. Not if you've come to have another go.
Waving a white flag, actually. Look, I doubt you and me are ever going to be knocking back pints in the Rovers, but we've got to find a way to at least be civil.
And you think I haven't been?
No, I'm not saying that. I came to say thank you for looking out for Summer and suggesting that we try and focus on her. Sorry if I was hostile towards you. You didn't deserve it.
Well, in that case, I'm sorry I snapped. How is she?
She bunked off today. Said she didn't feel up to it. She didn't lie about it, so it's a good sign.
I did try and warn you that she's not okay.
Also, I wanted to say sorry about Seb. Must have been a shock for you too. I'd offered to buy you a pint, but we've just established we don't do that, so... Still, if you ever want to talk about it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
What are you doing back?
Sarah gave me the rest of the day off. After the row with Laura, she said I could probably do with some time to think.
That's nice. And have you had time to think?
I'm sorry, it's just... You know, we read all the books, we took all the courses. Trust us to end up in the most difficult position.
They did say it wouldn't be easy.
Yeah, but that's the point, isn't it? I mean, we didn't do this to help children who've had it easy. We did it to help those who haven't come from a loving home. We did it to help children like Kelly. And honestly, I'm ashamed that the second I was tested, my first instinct was to run.
No, it wasn't. I saw you with Laura, and you were amazing. And I've had doubts about what we're doing as well, but I can't shake this feeling that we need to help her.
She's just a kid. She needs someone in her corner, guilty or not.
So we help her.
So we help her.
I love you so much.
Or even when I'm getting my knickers in a twist outside an underwear factory.
Especially when you're getting your knickers in a twist outside an underwear factory.
I'm just glad you found her when you did.
Not sure how's much use.
She's not wrong, though, is she? I mean, anyone with an ounce of individuality and we all mock and judge. She'll be all right, though, Roy. She's got us.
Hi. Sorry, I just wondered if...
I'm afraid she's not well enough for visitors.
Could you tell her that I called?
Of course.
Nina? Are you all right, love?
I'm fine. I was just cold. I borrowed Shauna's jumper. She left.
Are you sure you're all right? You look,
Yeah, I'm fine. Why are you staring? You don't look like you. Good. Seb was killed because of who I was, so I've decided not to be her anymore.
And if you've been affected by issues raised in tonight's episode of Coronation Street, you can visit itv.com/advice for support information.